Hello. How you doing? We're in Train Sim World 2 for Season 5 of Walking the Route, London Underground, the Bakerloo Line. Yes, Train Sim World 2. Yeah, don't worry, I'm not, power's on, but no one's home, you know what I mean. So, the Bakerloo Line. The route consists of a length of 14.4 miles. It features 25 stations from Elephant and Castle, or Elephant and Castle even, in south of London, to Harrow and Wealdstone, where I am now, in the northwest of the city. And it covers many of London's iconic landmarks and famous streets like Waterloo, Piccadilly Circus, Baker Street, and more. There are 10 overground stations and 15 underground stations on this route, as well as a few yards and depots. So, we also have 30 newspapers to collect, possibly metros, or some free newspaper that you just read on the tube and then throw away. 20 monitors to repair, which I've done about half already. 25 maps and 25 posters to stick around. So those are the jobs for the Bakerloo Line. So shall we get on our way? First port of call, Harrow and Wealdstone. So how is this going to work? So basically, on the 10 overground stations, I'll be walking the route. I think each one will be roughly, if I can get down to Queen's Park within half an hour, which I probably won't be able to, then it'll be, each one will be about half an hour or 20 minutes. So anyway, we're now approaching Harrow. It's not a bad representation. Oh, it's a bit hard getting up there. Right, and for those asking who know already, that the West Coast Main Line is not represented here as a working route. It's only, and I've got to say, it's what I've seen of it and what I've had a look around. It's very nicely, accurately modelled. There are a few things obviously missing, but yes, it is quite. It does look quite nice. Yes, and there are also customer information screens. Right, so well, we're here now at Harrow, so. We've got a couple of posters. So there's a paper thing there as well. Actually, what? Oh no, we'll do that in a minute. Right, so I've got to check on this side of the platform as well, which I will do. I don't think there will be anything. That is literally the West Coast Main Line side. Strange enough, I'm not very spent in real life at many stuff. The Daily what? Daily News. Well, should have put Metro down really. So the monitors, I don't think the monitors will work as much on here, because I think they just won't work. And then hello. What I'll do, I'll end up going back over the bridge. There might be something up on the bridge, you see. So I don't know how many items to collect there are on each station. So there's more newspapers there. That's the tube map. There you go. So from Queen's Park, I think it's just up to Queen's Park. We're okay, we're overground, and then it's literally from Kilburn down to Elephant and Castle. There'll be a special way that we're going to be doing it, which is by literally we are going to be travelling a service, and it's only going to be one service, and it's literally I am going to be doing a service train and earning XP as well, or AP as well. See, I can't go any further. Earning action points. Wow. I don't think there's anything here. No. and driving and picking up the stuff, because basically, which I think is right in their own particular reason why they've done it. There's no waiting rooms on here, but oh, yeah, they are, but they're not really right, are they? It's just right. I don't think there's anything else down here. Nah, those people will be waiting a long time for anything turning up there. So actually, these two lines aren't they're the Pendolino lines, so you don't get anything on there apart from high speed stuff. Nah, there's nothing else. Right, okay, so it's time for us to carry on. I can't. No, I've got to walk all the way back. See, basically, I can walk over here, and this line is just basically there's a barrier there. They turn around and say basically it's just scenery, but I mean it's been modelled really well.
This is a safety announcement.
Thank you very much.
It is not permitted to cycle, skateboard, or rollerblade within the station building.
Right, so the passenger information systems do work on this, but I think they work on the scenarios and journey mode, or the timetable. I'm not sure. This is just a journey, so I don't know. I'm not entirely sure. So I'll be walking, because it's a British route, I'll be walking on the right hand side. So all the things that we should be finding are at stations. So the next stop will be Kenton. So, personally speaking, when I first heard about it, I kind of like, really? Okay. That's going to be boring. 95% of the time, well, 75% of the time spent down tunnels. No, I wouldn't say 75%. Like it's more like 55% of the time, isn't it? Spent down tunnels. But then I've actually driven, done a couple of scenarios, done the training missions, and I've really liked it. So, as well as Sandpatch route, which I do like, and the German ice route as well, they are very good on here. So. Yep, we're walking to South Kenton, or North Kenton, or just Kenton at the moment, then it'll be South Kenton. Season 5 of Walking the Route. And the really annoying thing is that there's no trains on the West Coast Main Line. It's just art, it's just scenery, it's not working at all. Even though some people say that the signals work, but the signals are showing, but they don't. I haven't seen them go from red, green, yellow sort of thing. It's all obviously the line is all fully signalled. I usually try and keep the episode to about half an hour in length if I can. And again, there's no way you can actually just get over there, which is really annoying. Just actually check on the map to see if there is any train due. There's Kenton there. According to this, no. The trains run roughly every 10 minutes. The Stonebridge part. Oh, there's nothing there. So we'll have a look in there. There's no trains. Oh, there's one. Wow. There should be another one around here somewhere. Oh, okay. Right then. Let's go. Carry on. It's really weird. It's just like when you're actually driving them, it seems as though the service is like popping up and down all over the place. But I think actually that was a scenario, wasn't it? So I mean, it's like I'm gonna keep repeating it, and I do apologise, but I feel a real bit ashamed that the actual bit of the West Coast Main Line isn't available to drive. Even if it's just like the yard area, you know, you could, even with this scenario planner, that you could set a train, you could have a train basically somewhere, start it up at Harrow and Wealdstone, and you can have it coming down into Wembley Terminal, or a light engine going up into Wealdstone, but no. And this is where we need for scenario planner to have portals used. I mean, a lot of people are saying it, but yeah, you know. Right, so this is Kenton. I'll start on the up line. So again, we're looking for everything. I don't think there'll be thingy in. I think no, it's just the so we've got a poster there. I'll come back and do that one in a minute.
It is not permitted to cycle, skateboard, or rollerblade within the station building.
So we've got a 20-minute wait for the next one. Now, that does look quite nice, I must admit. They've really done a nice little job with that. That does look nice. And of course it's paired with my clock down in the right hand corner, exactly the same as the clock time there, which is pretty cool. System time or clock time, whatever you want to call it. Right. So what have we got at South Kenton then? Or just Kenton. Well, so far here there's absolutely nothing. Okay. Apart from the poster, which we're just going to sort out now. So some stations will have one or two things, or mostly all of them. I mean, there's a poster over there to be done. So we'll do the route map. See, this is the other thing as well. You can have a nice sort of idea of what the station looks like and everything. The amount of times I've passed through this station and not stopped. Well, you can put your comments down, you know, you put your thoughts down in the comment section of what you would like to see, you know. I mean, obviously I know that Scenario Creator is being updated. Mind the Gap. That is so cool. What the annoying thing as well is that they haven't got the Mind the Gap. Stand clear of the doors, please. They haven't got that. So that was possibly three items, 2 posters and the railway poster. Well, I'll just obviously click on these, or get them, because I don't think they'll work anyway. No, right, okay. No. Right, so we're off again to South Kenton now. So this is episode 1 of the London Underground Bakerloo walking the route. Okay. Yeah, I've got to be careful with where the barrier is. So what I'm doing now, I'm right up against the invisible barrier. So I'm gonna have to obviously go around this way. So like you got all the yellow, the lights showing red, green and that, but there's nothing coming, you know. It's like the lights on but no one's home. Better cross over here again, haven't I? It's kind of a bit of a shame that just up a little bit too far. What have we got up here? We can't see, so it'll probably be a roadway. I know that if you go in camera mode 8 when you're driving the train, you get a nice overall view of the route. It's kind of a little bit annoying that basically we haven't. Is that right? It is quite cool, actually, when you're driving under the wires, sort of, well, under the cantinery. Oh, hello. What's going on there? That's a very better picture of the moon as well. Just there. That's no moon, that's a space station. Whoa, where am I going? I know there's no underground trains behind me because we've not had one. So the other route that's coming out soon, obviously it will be out by now by the time you see this. This will be this series will be going out about the third week or the second week in December. So by now we would have had a couple of the more routes out that have been mentioned, as well as the preserved routes and the Isle of Wight Underground, well, the Isle of Wight Railway with the Class 483, Network South East 483. Maybe they might have the new thingy as well. So we're coming up against, I think it's South Kenton. I'm just going to try this. I've got to do it because if I don't, I'll always be asking myself. Okay, I can only go so far. Oh, that's a shame. Can I? Oh, hello. Oh, sorry. Well, we're going to do this. We are going to do this. Nah, okay. Oh, that's a shame. Oh, I do try doing these things. Right, so this is Kenton and South Kenton. Ooh, look at this. So I wonder how far this goes down. That's as far as we can go. There's a barrier there. Better railways. Yeah, these DTG railways. I mean, the signage looks really nice. So what have we got here? Alpha Code 0, the explosive true story of a patrol lost in enemy territory. UK #1 bestseller. Brad Craig. Sounds a bit familiar. Oh, there's a poster. Didn't see that one. Is there anything down here? So not all of them will have everything on there. The stations will have at least one. There we go. No, what's that? Oh, that's the ticket office? I don't know. Let's go carry on down here. Let's look further down. So obviously this one's got a train coming, but I know there's nothing behind us. So they'll be waiting for a little while. There's no newspapers here either. It's also a chance to look at the passengers as well. What the hell? Seriously? So really, all this has got is one poster on it by the looks of it. That's it. It's got one poster. Seriously. I've been still trying to find where that plane is. Can't find it. On some of the routes you actually see them. There's nothing. It's just that poster. Wow. Oh, there we go, look. 5 newspapers. Right, so we're done here. Just wait till you actually, I don't know if people have done it yet, but you actually see the the underground stations, all the little passageways and that you can go around. Look at this. That's quite cool. So you see these type sort of things more and more these days. Right, shall we carry on? So the next station will be North Wembley. The other thing as well is that the PlayStation version and the Xbox, you can't see the Shard or Wembley Stadium, which I think a couple of people were a bit miffed at. I don't know why you can see the Shard from. Oh yeah, because it's from London Road Depot, isn't it? Right. So yeah, you know, it's just like with Scenario Creator, my mind was literally going pop because basically I was thinking West Coast Main Line, Class 66 from the East Coast route, which is coming on the first batch of preserved lines, and then the West Coast Main Line and Scenario Planner, West Coast Main Line, Scenario Planner, Class 66, Wealdstone, Wembley, Wealdstone, Wembley. I was like, oh my god, we can put stuff on the West Coast Main Line. And that was it. When they talked about it, it's just like Scenario Planner goes, oh, can you put stuff on the West Coast Main Line? No. Basically, all I could hear was the sound of silence. That was it. I was just like, oh, I was like, well, that's gonna be good then. And to be honest, I kind of equated that this would be the British version of rapid transit. This route. Whoa! What the hell? See, that puts you... No, that's for some strange reason the controller just went off to the left. Right, so this is Kenton. Let's have a nice little look around, see what you can see. Anything hidden? So for the time being, I won't be getting any action points in the top right hand corner. Monitors don't work, that's just a big mirror. The monitors won't work, no. Okay, so let's give this a little look down. So we got something there. 7 minutes to the next train. Oh, I think we can make that. Yeah, they could randomise the posters, really, couldn't they? So it's one poster and a newspaper, and I think that's it. So they've at least got one poster and a newspaper. Stuff like the map. I think actually, to be honest, they should all have at least one map. Because there's 25 of them. There's not even one over there, I don't think. Let's have a look. Well, there's a newspaper over there. Oh yeah, there's a map over there. Hold on, haven't we been here before? See, look, you can't go up here, look. The other one, you could. Okay. I think it was at Harrow. Right, so we got the map. And the newspaper. Look at that, twins. Triplets, even. From another mother. Don't ask. Right, so we're next up to North Wembley. Or is that North Wembley? Oh yeah, so Wembley Central. We'll walk this side. So I'm not sure how many episodes, possibly 4? Although I'd rather it not be 4. Well, I'd rather it just be 2, where I can actually get down to Queen's Park. Because I'm not too worried about getting a service down to Elizabeth, Elephant and Castle, and then, you know, as long as I don't, I'm not sure whether I'll gold it or not, but I will see. Might even be, oh, excuse me. It might even be 3 episodes. So Wembley Central is next, and that's just up down there. See, I can't go left because of the barrier, so I have to go right. Before things start going well awry. Nice little embankment. So yeah, I've had many a tale of fun at Wembley Central, especially on FA Cup days. Basically, you stay the hell out of the way of the weirdos all going to the football matches, and especially the ones when they're on their losing side and they come back. So it's the same old platforms. I suspect there'll probably be a couple of extra things in here that you could actually collect. And I get to Wembley Central, I'll have to leave it at that because that's about, oh, hello. That's about a half hour's sort of episode. There's traffic about, honestly. There you go, see a car up there. Right, so approaching Wembley Central. Right, so at Wembley. What have we got here? Oh, couldn't do it. Oh, you can walk around there. Okay. So the screens down here are a little bit more detailed. We'll go over the other platform in a minute. So 1 minute, calling it Harrow, and then there's another one at 22 minutes. So it seems a little bit excessive for the times. I think it's whether it's less what you call it. So basically, you got your newspapers. I suspect there'll be newspapers over there as well. There's your poster. Right, I'm gonna have a look, basically, the funniness of them coming out, because sometimes it's quite funny. I mean, there's that guy up the top there, and he stood there. Look, he stood here. He stood right next to. Oh, hello. Oh, a bit late, mate. There's always one. Has to get on. Sorry. Oh, okay. They don't hang around. Right, so there's nothing there. I'm going to have a look behind, underneath the bridge here. Not that there's usually anything here, but sometimes they are a little bit crafty. Is that a road bridge? Yeah, that's a road bridge, isn't it? Yeah. I'm still not convinced. I'd have to say I do like the underground route, but I'm not overly convinced. Oh look, more newspapers, and you can't go down there. Okay, I was just wondering if there's. You can't go down there either. Right, let's have a quick look around here. There's nothing there. Oh my god. Oh, you know, I've got to check these things. So that there is Wembley Euro Freight Terminal Yard. But a little bit pressed. Well, we're not pressed because I can record up to 59 minutes and 59 seconds. So I just want to keep him like half an hour episode, just over. Right, so I think they're keeping a lot of the big posters to for the actual underground routes themselves. Oh, look at that. Oh, there we go, look. There's definitely no monitors about it, so. Sneaky, sneaky. Ah, well, really? Wow. Well, nothing stops on those two platforms anyway, do they? Right, let's have a look on the steps. Well, look at that, you can't even go up them. So can you... You mean tell me you can't even go up these? Seriously? Oh, okay, because they don't even go off to the right, look, they go off to the left. Okay. 18 minutes. Right, so I'll get down the station here. Right, so that's the first episode of season 5, walking the route, the Bakerloo Line for London Underground in Trans Pennine 2. Join me. Sorry. Join me for episode 2. In the week or two. So thank you very much. If you've enjoyed the video, please subscribe to the YouTube channel and click the hit the like button and the bell icon to be informed of when I upload new content to the channel and when I go live. So yeah, thank you all very much for watching, and I will speak to you at some point. Thank you and goodbye.